In this video, I'm sharing the honest truth about hair growth that most people on YouTube don't talk about. If you feel like your hair is not growing no matter what you try, this video will open your eyes to what is really going on with your hair. So, let your focus not only be on products and quick results, but let your focus be on healthy hair growth, which comes from your daily habits, how you handle your hair, and how consistent you are over time. So, in this video, I break down the real reason your hair may seem stuck and what you need to shift if you truly want to see long, thicker, and healthier hair. Number 1 point is your hair is growing, but you are not retaining length. Hair grows from the scalp every single month. The real issue is that your ends are breaking at the same rate than your hair is growing. This happens because your ends are the hardest, weakest part of your hair. If they are dry, split, or constantly manipulated, they snap off easily. So, it seems like your hair is stuck when in reality, you are just losing the progress before you see it. Number 2 point is you are manipulating your hair too much. Every time you comb, brush, restyle, or touch your hair, you are creating stress on the strands. Even protective routines can become damaging if you are always taking styles down, redoing them, or constantly checking your hair. Hair thrives when it is left alone. Too much handling weakens it over time, especially if your hair is naturally fragile. Point number 3 is you are detangling the wrong way. Many people rush through detangling or do it on dry hair without enough sleep. This leads to unnecessary breakage because the hair is forced apart instead of it being gently separated. So, proper detangling should be slow, patient, and done with moisture and lubrication. The way you detangle can either preserve your length or destroy months of growth in one session. Point number 4 is your ends are neglected. Most people focus on their scalp, oils, growth serums, massages, name them all, but ignore their ends. Your ends need moisture protection and sometimes they need trimming when necessary. So, if your ends are splitting, they will continue to split higher up the strand, causing even more breakage. Healthy ends are what allow you to actually see growth. Point number 5 is you are relying too much on products. The truth is, no oil, no spray, no miracle products can fix poor hair practices. Products can support your routine, but they cannot replace your routine. So, if your handling is rough, your styles are too tight, or your routine is inconsistent, then no product will save your hair. Growth comes more from discipline than from products. Point number 6 is you are not being consistent long enough. A lot of people try something for 1 week or 2 weeks and expect to see dramatic results overnight. Hair growth is a long-term process. Oh yeah, hair growth is a long-term process. It requires months of consistent care and patience. So, switching routines too often confuses your progress and prevents you from seeing what actually works. So, consistency is where real results actually come from. Okay. Point number 7 is you are expecting fast results from a slow process. On average, hair grows about half an inch per month. That's not dramatic and it's not instant. So, social media makes it seem like hair can grow extremely long in weeks, but that's often unrealistic or influenced by other factors. So, real growth takes time and takes patience, and so patience and consistency is a major part of the journey. We go to point number 8, and point number 8 is your hairstyles might be causing hidden damage. Tight hairstyles, frequent tension, or styles that pull on your edges can lead to breakage and thinning over time. Even styles like that look, neat and in quotes, they are being called protective, can damage your hair if they are too tight or worn too often without breaks. So, hair needs low tension styles to thrive. For you to see it thrive, do low tension hairstyles. Point number 9 is your hair routine lacks moisture balance. Oh yeah, dry hair breaks, and also oily, soft, weak hair also breaks. If your hair is not properly moisturized and sealed, it becomes fragile and prone to snapping. But too much moisture without strengthening can also weaken the strands. So, balance between moisture and strength is key for retaining length. Point number 10 is your daily habits are silently damaging your hair. Small things you don't think about, like how you sleep, how you handle your hair during the day, or even how often you touch it, can have a big impact over time. Cotton pillowcases, rough handling, and constant friction all contribute to breakage. And these habits may seem small, yes, but repeated daily can completely stop your progress. Point 11 is you are confusing protective styling with ignoring your hair. Protective styles are meant to protect your hair, not to neglect your hair. Leaving your hair dry, unmoisturized, and unattended for weeks in the name of, in quotes, protection can actually cause more breakage because your hair still needs care even when it is tucked away. Point number 12 is your hair tools might be damaging your progress. Things like combs, brushes, and even your own fingers can cause damage if used incorrectly. Okay? So, using fine tooth combs on thick or curly hair, detangling aggressively, or using tools on dry hair can lead to silent breakage over time. Point number 13 is you are copying routines that don't suit your hair. What works for someone else may not work for you. Hair type, density, porosity, and also lifestyle matters. So, blindly following viral routines can keep your hair stuck if they don't match your hair actual needs. Point number 14 is your hair is hydrated, not just dry. There is a difference between dry hair and hydrated hair. Hydrated hair lacks water, not just oil. Many people keep adding oils and butters, but their hair still feels dry because it needs hydration first, then sealing. Point number 15, am I right? Point number 15 is you are not paying attention to your scalp health. A healthy scalp is the foundation of healthy hair growth. Product buildup, lack of cleansing, or irritation can affect how well your hair grows. So, your scalp needs to be clean, balanced, and cared for, not being overloaded with products. Point number 16 is you are constantly chasing miracle solution. Jumping from one trading product or method to another prevents you from seeing real results. Hair growth is not about the next viral hack, it's about sticking to what works long enough to see progress. Point number 17 is you are not being patient enough to see real change. This is the truth most people don't want to hear. Hair growth requires time, discipline, and trusting in the process. And so many people quit just before they would have started seeing real results. Point number 18 and the last point is you are not trimming your hair when it needs to. Holding on to damaged ends can actually slow down your progress. Split ends don't fix themselves, they travel up the hair shaft, causing more breakage. So, when your hair needs trimming, kindly trim those ends. Don't be afraid to trim your ends if they are already damaged. So, having shared all that, kindly remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember to like this video. If you have watched this video, kindly like and subscribe.